Good morning everyone, you're here again for another great lockdown video with Mitch and Ed. Today we're going to be talking about pre-shot routine. So Mitch, tell me the importance of a pre-shot routine.
Thank you. Right, so in terms of importance, it's just about promoting consistency. If you can make sure what you're doing before the shot is the same, it's one step closer to being able to reproduce the same thing over and over in the shot. For me personally, I always stand a couple of strides behind the ball. You'll see here I've got a little T-peg just in front that I haven't placed there because you can't do that. What you've got to do is make sure you tee the ball up behind something, which for me helps with the alignment. I would stand behind and pick my line, which of course is dependent on wind and the slope of the fairway and how far I'd want the ball to go. In this case, I've chosen the driver, I've chosen my line, which is at the big tree, and I've just lined up that where my target is, although it's up there, it's much easier to keep something 18 inches, a couple of feet in front of me to aim at than looking at something way up the fairway. So I've picked my line, which just helps when I get over the ball knowing that I'm aiming in the right place rather than getting over the ball. Sometimes I think we all at times get to this point and look and think, where on earth am I aiming? So even if I get to that stage now and I look up and I'm not too sure, I know for a fact that I've just stood behind it, I've seen that that's right, and that helps me trust and commit to the shot. So I've got my line, and then mentally I'm just trying to think about something in the swing which is going to be different for all of us depending on what sort of technique we have, what we're trying to work on. But for example, I could try and think about, I'm going to transfer my weight. Well, for example, I want to finish all the way on my left side. So that would be my mental thought for this swing. But physically what I do is I pick my line and then I just make sure I get in and line up to that. I don't actually take a practice swing, which I just try and keep things as simple as possible. So yeah, make sure I've got my point, and then I'm just thinking purely about that weight transfer. And hopefully it goes the right way.
That's great Mitch, thank you. So what would you say is the most important factor of a pre-shot routine?
Yeah, again, I think just having that consistency of doing the same thing over and over again. We're trying to do the same thing over and over in the golf swing, so if we make the bit just before that consistent, just gives us a real chance of reproducing that.
And we're sort of in being able to repeat it under pressure. So
absolutely, yeah. If you are continuing the same thoughts, it doesn't matter whether it's the first tee shot, the last tee shot, whether you're 10 under your handicap, 20 over your handicap. If you're continuing to keep your brain thinking about the same things, you kind of kid yourself that you're not maybe in a good position or a bad position in a competition, for example.
Brilliant. So a lot of you have been asking, where is Luke? Well, Luke has been cameraman for most of our videos, so he's insisted on being part of this video today, and he's going to talk you through his pre-shot routine and also explain why he thinks it's important. So over to Luke.
Hi everyone. So I've been cameraman for a little while, but today I'll be given the opportunity to come back out and talk to you all about my pre-shot routine and again, as Ed said, why I think it's important. So I personally think it's important for consistency. As much as Mitch said, we're trying to do the same thing, make it repeatable, doing it over and over again. But also it's kind of a dress rehearsal for the swing we're going to take. So, you know, we're trying to make something happen. It can be very reactional. And what I mean by that, we're reacting to the conditions, we're reacting to the shot that we want to play, and we can rehearse that with a couple of things we do in our pre-shot routine. So unlike Mitch, what I like to do is take a couple of practice swings. So my first swing will be getting a feeling, getting that, if I want to hit it high and from right to left, well, I'll be swinging it more in to out, trying to get that feeling of getting my hands turning over to get that right to left ball flight. And then what I'll do is I'll stand behind the ball, much as Mitch done, But unlike Mitch, I don't like picking something just in front of me. I like picking something a little bit further away, which I'm going to start the ball on, and then where I want the ball to end. So, for example, at the first, if I'm hitting an iron shot into the green, I'm behind the bunker. There's 3 trees behind the green. I might want to start it on the far right-hand tree and move the ball into the middle tree. So, again, once I've sort of assessed that's what I want to do, and I've taken my sort of loose and feel swings, I'm then going to do a drill swing for me, so I know that the swing's doing, well, my swing's doing what I want it to do. So for me, it's a tempo drill. So I get to the top, I pause, and then I try and get the handle of my club racing my belly button back to the floor. And for me, that just helps my golf swing so I don't get flippy. Once I've done that, I then walk into the shot. I aim my club face up with my starting target. I take my setup and my feet around that, and then I get settled into the shot. I have a couple of waggles just to get loose and supple. We don't want to build any tension in our arms before we hit a golf shot, so trying to get nice and loose, take one last little look, and then I execute the shot.
Brilliant, Luke. That's great. Thank you. Very different to Mitch's, but also very important. Some of the factors he was including there. Would you say that you do that the same as Mitch to help you under pressure?
Yeah, again, it's making everything repeatable, and if anything you can do the same is going to basically, you're going to go to autopilot when you're in that pressure situation. And we all do get in those pressure situations, trying to break 100 for the first time, trying to win the club championships, whatever it may be. We're going to get in that pressure situation, and unfortunately we do get nervous, our hands start doing funny things. So if you can make everything the same over and over again, it eliminates that sort of area of doubt in your own mind.
And if you watch golf on the telly or watch Mitch and Luke here, every pre-shot routine is different and to suit you. So that's the most important thing, is that it doesn't matter what you do, but do something that repeats, that helps you under pressure. So I hope that has helped everyone. Thank you for joining us again. Any questions, same again, please comment on our YouTube channel or send us an email. Hope you're all staying safe, and see you again next time. Thanks very much.